Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, yeah, it's moving higher. It's not doing anything unexpected, at least not yet, but I think it will do. And that's why we want to prepare. That's why we want to be aware about the next movements. So yesterday only, we talked about that with every new low, a bear market low could be in. Do I expect it? No, not yet. However, we might see a stronger push to the upside here in an alternative wave 4, which is this one here. Yeah, that this one never finished here, but will finish here. That at the moment is a very likely option. We talked about that in quite some detail in the previous video. And from a higher level point of view, or the higher wave degrees, there are a few possibilities how this can actually play out. The first possibility is on the chart here, where we say we are moving down in an ending diagonal in a wave 5, and that we have just an ABC in this ending diagonal, which means that all the 5 waves from the Bitcoin top need to be counted as 3 waves, but that isn't so much important here in the short term. But it would mean that this was a wave 1, where we came down on the, well, that was middle of September, to around 21k. We then moved up in a wave 2, came down in a 3. We would now most likely move up in a wave 4 and then come down in a 5 into the region 14 to 14.5k. So that is one option. The other one is that I see this entire move a little bit differently. That I say, and it doesn't really make a great difference, I just see the entire move then as a 5-wave move instead of an ABC. But here we would say wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. A very similar count, just a different lower level assumption and, well, or different higher level assumption and a different lower level count, but not really, doesn't really have any major impact on targets. So, looking at this now, primary expectation short term could still be that we are going to find resistance here, either at 16.5k, that's the 61.8% FIB, or at the 78.6 FIB level at 16.8k, so 16.5 or 16.8k, find resistance here and come down in a C wave of 3. This, however, needs to be challenged now, so please be aware that this might get invalidated easily. The assumption, so this is resistance area, of course you can turn around here, but be aware that this could push higher. When in fact I think I can't leave it as primary expectation. This is still resistance area, but I think we're going to see something different. I think we're going to see this being a wave 4 here. So we talked about that in the previous video. I have difficulties to count this still as an ABC in a wave 3 now, because lower time frame, we can everybody can see that. We can very clearly see 5 waves up. A wave 4, or sorry, a wave B can't be a 5-wave move. Okay, so, and we've already reached sort of a level where we could be exhausted with this wave 5 of, well, it's not B. So I would expect at some point now a retracement down. Sorry, and that would be a decision point. That will be a decision point because if we break down and lose the previous swing low, then we are coming down in the C wave, but I don't believe it because we've got 5 waves up. But if we come down, find support at a lower high, then move higher, my first call would be that the wave 4 is actually sitting over here, and that the entire move, and I mentioned that yesterday, was a wave A, a wave B, and we are now moving up in C. That would be a 5-wave structure. Yeah. So what I'm actually going to do, I think I'm going to, let me take those out here. And let me take the ABC out as well, because this has to become primary now. It's just because we have 5 waves up, right? And that just makes it more likely that we are pushing higher in either this A, B, C, or even a bullish pattern. Why bullish? Because we made a new low. And as I always explain, any new low with Bitcoin could now lead to a bullish breakout. The reason is that obviously when we make new lows, we can't say the low is in. But if we see 5 waves up off a low, considering the context, we can look at it. But it's not the primary expectation. Primary expectation would be a wave 4 up due to the entire chart context and then come down. Fun as always with Bitcoin. And if we are really in a C wave to the upside, you would expect that this here is a wave 1. Will come down in a 2, move up in a 3, come down in a 4, move up in a 5. So yeah, like that. Let me change the wave degree. And so yeah, I hope you understand. I can't leave the other one. We can still sort of keep it on the radar, but obviously with 5 up, I can't count that as a wave B anymore, okay? So it's still expected to come down here shortly into wave 2. And in terms of holding support, we need to hold ideally, so definitely we need to hold the low here at 15,490. But ideally we want to hold 15,720, which is the 78.6% fib level. So should we be finished here, come down, this is the area where I would expect it to ideally get into between 16K and 15.7K before we then move higher in a third wave. Bear in mind, this is an impulse, yes, but it would be an impulse within a correction, an impulse within a wave C. So here I don't consider primarily a bullish breakout, but we can focus on higher given the 5 waves up. But before it happens further, I would expect a move down in wave 2. So this is the most likely scenario for me now. 5 waves up. We've seen them here in white. We would expect this is a wave 1. This can still push a bit higher, but then should come down. And we can always look only at the ideal wave patterns here. And then we should move up in a wave 3. Now, bear in mind, I don't consider that primarily a bullish scenario. This is only a correction or an impulse within a correction. And the target for the C wave, first target would be 18K, yeah, but it could even stretch out all the way to 19.6K. That would be a bit of an extreme though. Don't necessarily think we do it, but it's possible. Because the whole move down is considered a diagonal pattern, we can't easily use fib levels too much because they are getting unreliable in such a diagonal pattern. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense. We have seen a bullish divergence on a few time frames in one of the last videos as well. And we were oversold. So let's see what Bitcoin does out of it. But I think it's time to shift scenarios, which makes sense before anything happens. And yeah, that should be my that is my latest view about Bitcoin. Of course, I keep you updated should things change here. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.